Hi, welcome back to Pappy Tinkers. Here's a few pictures of my MPC Racer's Wedge in 1/25th scale. I started out by priming it with 3 good coats of Mission Models red primer. After that had dried for 2 days, I painted the top of the cab with Createx Wicked Colors white. I let that dry for 2 more days, then painted the rest of the cab as well as the ramp section Createx Laguna Blue. To get the sun faded and worn out look, I lightly wet sanded the white and the blue where the sun would have had the most effects. To make the mirrors, I carefully bent jewelry wire into the same shape as the original mirrors. I made the arms longer so I could drill into the doors for a stronger mount. Once satisfied with the shape, I gently sawed off the plastic arms and sanded flat. Then I used 5-minute epoxy to glue the mirrors onto the wireframes. A coat of Molotov chrome and they were good to go. Alright, here's my MPC 1972 Chevy Racer's Wedge model. I am very pleased with it. I decided to make it look like an old worn out truck, but I went and added a whole lot of details to it to make it look that way, and I think it was harder to make it look like this than it would be one in perfect condition. Showing the faded paint, the scuff marks through the bed, the different weathering on the body paint, rust on the bumper, rust streaks going down the side. Let's turn this off for a minute. We'll start out in the bed. The kit says you're supposed to be able to fit the ramps in here, but they don't fit, not 2 of them, the way they're lined up. So I built some racks underneath to hold the ramps, and they'll still slide out and use them so that you can use them in a display or a diorama. I've added some tie downs into the back, whole lot of scuff marks. I seen on I believe it was CB Models, Tim added some diamond plate to the back of his, and that looked really good. So I also made some handmade chain out of jewelry wire and the hooks for it. The kit comes with some extras like toolboxes, various tools, a fire hydrant. I also added a rack to hold extra tires in case he gets a little bit enthusiastic with the burnouts. I added the lights and wiring to some lights in the back for loading up at night. I got a winch from VCG Resins that I added to the back and built a custom mount for it, as well as some cable, or I could put the chain in there. I apologize for the dogs, but we got a picture of the driver's girlfriend inside one of the doors. The wire for the winch runs through, and it comes into a control box that seems to have fallen off at the moment. That goes to the inside of the door so they don't have to stand up there while winching the car up for maybe a blown motor. And there you can see the wires for the spotlights for the back. Since I knew I'd use this for various displays, I made metal framed mirrors This is jewelry wire, also 20 gauge jewelry wire that I bent around into the same shape as the original mounts. And that way I could, and I didn't glue them in, so I can take them off if I want to move it. They're not going to break through. I drilled the holes into the door. We've got a, I know it's hard to see, but there's a CB and mic on the dashboard. And when the light is right, you can see that the windshield is dirty. I masked the windshield for street grime on it. Worn up the front bumper a little bit. It does look a whole lot better if you actually cut the bumper from the grill and install it that way instead of the one piece. I dulled down the front stock wheels with some brown Tamiya detail paint, and that gave it the nice combination of dirt and rust looking without it looking too horrible. Both of the doors, cargo doors, open, the front ones but not the rear ones, and the hinges do look rather huge for something this size. And if I build another one, I know I'll build another one, I'm going to change these hinges into something a little bit more realistic looking, I believe. Another view of the winch and the tie downs. It also comes with brackets to help hold the car on when you put it in. I put the same wash on the cab lights so they don't look bright, shiny, and brand new. This isn't supposed to be a new truck, but the sun's faded the paint quite a bit. It's been reasonably well taken care of. Just spend more money on the race car than the hauler that carries it. And of course it does actually hold a car. And just about any 24th or 25th car is going to look good on there. I was worried that the balance would have it off, since technically center of gravity for the car is back here behind all the wheels, but it seems to work, so I'm not going to complain. There are some other videos of how to convert this into a single axle car hauler. I've never seen a tandem one like this. I believe Tim from CB Models is one of the ones that has done this, as well as some others. And the way that this is made, it's pretty easy to put this carrying section on just about any other pickup frame. I mean, you've got lots of options with this kit. While it might not be the most detailed and authentic looking kit, it's got so much possibility, and I'm really looking forward to building a second one. I normally don't go for building two of the same kind of things, but with enough changes it'll actually be a completely different vehicle. You can put a Ford or Dodge cab on it, make it a dually. Oh, inside the engine. Hang on a second here. I left it pretty much like a stock 350. I did wire it and plumb it and battery cables. It's not as clean looking engine. Again, the time is spent on the race car, not the truck. As long as it runs good enough, it doesn't have to be pretty. The air cleaner is another part from VCG Resins. You get 2 of them for a couple bucks, and it's a pretty good deal. I think they look pretty good. I didn't make the air cleaner as bright and shiny with the Molotov pen. I kind of swirled it around a little bit and ran my finger over it to smudge it up, because again, it's the race truck and the time and money is spent on the race car, not the race truck. See, we got some battery cables, some other wires inside from the alternator. And there it is, guys. I hope you like it. Hope you enjoyed it. Come back again to Pappy Tinkers and see what I got working on next time.